Alright. This is a new one that I've never seen before. I actually had to put a wrench on the slider piece in order to break this loose.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, they got.
Never had to do that before.
Most of them don't. All right, so I got John here. He's a hell of a welder and a pretty decent fucking wrench. So when things come up, we call him in. We've been working with us part-time. Shit. There's another day in the life of Smith Welding Restoration. This is gosh, I want to say it's a 2009 minivan, Toyota minivan. Customer called me complaining of rear brakes. The rotors themselves are fine. Check that out. There's no pitting, no grooving.
Slight wear, but normal.
Yep. Now, sometimes you'll see it'll have a little line down it in like the starburst pattern, and they'll be intermittent around your rotor. That usually means the rotor's warped, and that's where it's smacking and it keeps hitting your pad assembly. This one doesn't even appear to have that. I mean, it's in great shape. We don't put junk pads on. These are actually ceramics from one of our local dealers. I bet Mr. Jesse Bear Kenny Cooper will understand. So what we're doing right now, what John's doing right now is he's got the wheels off. It's on jack stands, so nobody fucking dies. Rear brake assembly. Now I'm assuming it's going to have a twist-in caliper, so we're going to check that out in a second. Just a piston?
Just a piston.
Good deal.
I've already shrank it down some. I can pull it off. I'm ready.
Alright, go ahead and yank it off there. Let's show everybody at home. You got your rubber line. When you break your brakes apart, inspect this rubber line. Make sure there's no cracking or bad wear. There's your union to your steel line.
That was my fault from the pry bar.
Pry bar did that, not a big deal.
Yeah.
But we're basically at end of life on these pads. See that? And they use the organics. Yeah, they use organic pads. They're real cheap. Organic means there's mostly trash in them, usually. I think that's what, but we got the ceramics. Some of these rear wheel drive ones, or some of these rear disc brakes, they'll actually have a little, it'll be a closed caliper and a little whoopsie here. And you actually have to get the special tool and twist the caliper in, because your emergency brake actually spins that caliper around, which makes it come out. So we've inspected this. The next thing, what I want to show you guys is these. See how easily that moves? You got the little bellows. That's what John was talking about on this one. Normally they don't have that. Generally they're trapped by the caliper. It actually hits here and can't move. They put bolts in. See how freely that moves? We're not going to break that seal. This one, how freely that moves, we're not going to break that seal. If you have to, you just pull till it pops. This bellows will come off of here. You clean it up and grease it. Okay, this wasn't a video to show you how to do brakes. Just showing you what to look out for. It's all cinched up. You don't have to beat on that. That doesn't have to be Hercules tight, okay? The brakes need set still. But everything's nice and firm. We got good action. See our, I believe that's a wheel sensor. Yeah, it's a wheel sensor line.
Pin seals are good, so you didn't need everything.
Yep. Yeah, the pin seals were all good on this particular model. That was more what I wanted to show you. Is there looked like a lot of meat on those brakes, but they were ready. Brakes have this contour. They're flat and then they round off on the edges. Once that contour is gone, the edge is gone, you need to replace them. They're done. Real basic, simple, in and out type of gig. This isn't our bread and butter. It was when I did service work. I want to show you guys what to look out for, why, and how to deal with it without trying to murder your family. Like I said, we didn't put the $15.99 brakes on this thing. We spent money on the brakes. The owner, I quoted the owner, what this is a connection through the Lexus we did for our sushi chef. The owner of the car was a little indignant when I quoted him a price, and we haggled around and settled for a reasonable price. But I also explained to him, I'm not putting junk pads on his car. I won't put that $20 pad on his car. We put a ceramic pad. They'll probably live as long as they own the vehicle. It's an Asian gentleman, and I know they tend to take care of their belongings and keep them a long time. So he might have to do the brakes one more time in the life of this car. But that's my gross stereotyping for the day. Different demographics have different things you can kind of expect and see. So it's not a disdainful remark. It's just fact of the matter what I've seen around here, my self-experience. Folks, have a great day. We're just plugging away. It's a pretty mellow Monday around the shop.